for you. So good, yeah, late in the evening, 11:30, 12 o'clock. And so definitely want to say, man, I'm excited about day 4 of 4. We've actually had this launch process going uh, from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and now it's Friday. And the responses, that Ken has gotten it's been great. You have people coming in and partnering with him and collaborating with him on a daily basis. And right now, he's in on pace to break records in the company and set some bars that I'm excited about because, that's what we do. We do things on a high level, and so what I want you guys to do is today just get yourself something right with, something right on. Take some copious notes because even if you decide to do something different than what we do, the information that we are going to release to you today can actually trigger some growth in what you do for a living. And when you're in your career, in your companies, whatever it is, you should be able to learn from each and every experience. Okay. And so with that being said, what I'm going to do is share these screens here. And the movement that we're going to be talking about today is called collaborate. Okay. And when you look at that word collaborate, it's a power word. Again, when they say where two touch and agree, everything happens. Nothing is impossible. Okay. And when you look at today's collaborate presentation, it's definitely going to be about the cash flow blueprint for business professionals. We want to empower people, especially in today's economy and economic climate. People need it. People are looking. People are wide open. And unfortunately, it takes things like this, the economy shifting for people to actually make decisions, right? And that's one of the things that we want to make sure that we change, and we put people in a position where they're always open-minded and flexible, right? They're always looking forward to doing business with people. And so glad you guys are here. So jumping into it, our objective for today is to make sure that we introduce you to our plug and profit model. And what that looks like is this: you as a professional, okay, you plug your resources into our system. We do 100% of the work, okay, and you get 100% of your commissions and your profits, right? And so that's important. Two, we're going to help you blueprint your additional six-figure income. There's a strategy that I'm going to share with you guys, that you'll be able to use in this company to seamlessly add a six or multiple six-figure income to your income earnings. Okay, a lot of companies will promise you that. You'll see today that we don't just promise it. We actually have people in the process of doing it as we speak. As a matter of fact, I have a guy made six figures in 1 month, in the month of April already. So again, it's happening. The third thing is we want to make sure we introduce our home essential service professionals to multiple streams of lucrative income and any professionals, period. Okay. So with that being said, here we go. So, want to make sure you get a chance to meet the visionaries and partners of the company. There are actually five of us. Two of them have contractual obligations that will allow them to do business with us, but they can't be faces of our endeavor. Okay, but the CEO, Winston Navarro himself, uh, has sold billions of dollars, in revenue across many platforms. He's a serial entrepreneur, but you'll find at the end of this conversation that we're going to have that he has a huge heart. Okay? And then you have JC Rangel, who's not just the president; he's also one of the partners as well. This gentleman has been at the top of sales charts in every company that he participated in or did sales for, and now he brought his sales system and the companies that he did business with to our portfolio. So I'm excited about that. And then myself, like Ken was saying, my wife and I, we've been blessed. We've sat at the feet of some amazing individuals who were talented intellectually, and we learned from some of the best. And we've taken that information and built systems that have allowed us to make seven figures in three different industries. Okay, and but most importantly, empowered us in one of our biggest to help 11 or 12 people make millions of dollars and retire over 40 people in one company. So that number is going to be, we're going to blow that number out of the water. Okay. Now, as far as the company, Build, a little bit about us, guys. Build is a network, right? And this network is a new and innovative home essential services brokerage. Okay. We help entrepreneurs and business owners diversify by giving them access to several different services from companies with recognizable brands who we have partnered with. Okay. So you get a chance to borrow our resources. Okay. Tap into our resources. All right. But Bill, also has a part-time and full-time sales career along with the option to build a sales force. So for a person says, you know what, I love what I do. I just don't make enough money to do what I want to do. You can come in on a part-time basis, guys, and make a six or multiple six-figure income without recruiting and without having to rearrange your life. You can do it, on a part-time on your schedule. Okay. Now, when it comes to what our priorities are: customer service and satisfaction, supported sales force, and protecting your brand. When you partner with us and collaborate with us, that's our main concerns. And we only partner with top 5 companies that have great track records. So when you look at collaborations, guys, I want you to pay attention to what's at the top of the screen more so than what's in it. And when you look at that statement, it's a bold statement, but it's a true statement. Okay, don't let your ego override your cash flow. So when you look at that word ego, ego, edging goals out, you have a lot of um, very very smart people who have some tremendous intellectual capital, but because their ego is so big, they want to do it all on their own. They want to be the person who gets the credit. They miss the cash. Okay. I tell people all the time, I don't care who gets the credit. Okay. Just give me the cash. Okay. When you look at, people and examples of people who have actually partnered with others, to get the job done, you see Hewlett and Dave Packard. You see what they've done. You see what Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak done. Bill Gates and Paul Allen have done. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, the late great Charlie Munger, have done. Guys, they collaborated and put their companies in a position where them and the people who invested in them will never have to worry about money again as long as they live. And then when you look at trusted brands that have made billions of dollars and they are standalone companies, they can make a fortune on their own with no help. Guys, they've decided to partner because they know now I get to tap into a customer base that I didn't have access, to at first. I get a chance to tap into a brand that would only illuminate my brand on a grander level. Because I can tell you, Red Bull didn't need GoPro, Spotify didn't need, Starbucks or Uber, KFC didn't need Taco Bell, Verizon didn't need AT&T, Dolce & Gabbana did not need Matthew McConaughey, and so on. If these people who have values that are far greater than ours are looking at collaborations from a very very smart process and ways of doing business, then I think you should borrow their thought process. So when it comes to you though, now just going back to the identity thing, the best way to open this thing up and really get you to the point to where you can maximize your earning potential is by making sure you identify as an entrepreneur, not as what you do. And on this call here, I see we have people who are mortgage brokers. I see some real estate agents. I see some interior designers. I see some people who are in blockchain spaces. I see a lot of different people who do different things. And when people ask you what you do, that's what you tell them. And so you automatically put yourself in a box when you do that. Hey, when I had a mentor when I was in real estate, made a lot of money when I was at Remax here in Houston, Town and Country, and I sold houses all over Houston, top end houses. But every month I had to start all over, right? And when people brought me opportunities, I missed them because I was so focused on being a realtor that I didn't look at anything else. Now, my mentor helped me change that. He said, uh, why don't you basically become an entrepreneur that uses real estate as one of the industries that you make millions of dollars in? And when he said that, it triggered something in me. And I now started to open my mind up to how many other ways I can make money in real estate. I opened up a mortgage partnership. I opened up a loss mitigation company, foreclosure prevention company. I also did all kind of other things and partnered with companies that did make ready and renovations. So I did all kind of different things within the real estate industry, and I diversified. And my wife and I made 7 figures in that industry, right? The industry collapsed on us in 2008. And because we had already shifted our thinking and became flexible in our thought process, other opportunities opened up to us that were foreign to us, like coffee. Didn't know anything about coffee. But I went on to do business in 30 plus almost 40 countries around the world. Had at my peak $1.2 million a month in coffee sales flowing in those groups. And here it is 20 years later, over $800,000 worth of coffee consumption is still being had in that organization, right? We made multiple 7 figures, almost 8 figures in that industry. And again, it was only because we were open-minded and we were fluid with our thinking. So that's what I challenge you to do today. So we're going to help you build and own your own book of business. Ownership versus ownership is the most important thing out there. I'll explain why later. What's your financial goals? And we're going to now take, what you have as resources, past clients, and if you have a sales team, we're going to take those two things, one or two, and we're going to show you how to blueprint a significant income that will not require your involvement. Now, why partner with Bill? Okay, when you're looking at partnering with Bill, guys, you look at what we bring to the table. Okay, we're going to help you expand in all 50 states and international coming soon. We're going to help you diversify by adding essential services to your ecosystem. Okay, increased bargaining power. So when you're looking at, let's just say you're a real estate broker. Okay. And you have a person who's looking for a brokerage, you can now say, hey, look, you need to come do business with X, Y, and Z Realty because we have an ecosystem of businesses that will allow you to go out there and make more money, in and out of the real estate company. Okay. And so it helps you with that, enhance your value and brand and brand reputation in your industry. So people will now start to see you as the powerhouse as you are based on your connection with the companies that you offer. Okay. We compensate uh, and the 1099 your sales force for you. So you don't have to worry about that headache. 100% transparency through your private partner portal. So you'll know what's happening with each transaction as you refer them all the way through to completion and payout. Okay? And then the most important to many is we're going to make sure that we do this while allowing you to maintain your day to day without being disruptive. I want you to do what you do, and I want you to do it on a higher level. And I believe that if we're making you money on this side, you're happier, you're less stressed. Now you can go out there and be who you were born to be a king or queen in your industry, and you can use those resources to do it. And while you're doing that, you're now again creating a bigger customer base that you'll again recycle back into our program. Okay. Who's your target audience, right? Your target audience is your past, present, and future client base, and that's because it's the most optimal sales lead resource for them based on the fact that guys, they know you, right? They've already done business with you. They trust you. They like you, right? And at that point in time, they rather do business with you with you over a stranger, especially when it comes to high ticket sales items. Okay. Now, you also look at the referral side, guys. They'll do referrals with you even if they're not ready to buy. Okay. If they're not in a position to buy or ready to buy, they'll still do referrals with you because we pay referrals of 250, up to $1,000 to our homeowner affiliates. So this is why they will refer to you. We pay that for you on your behalf. Okay. And so a lot of our affiliate homeowners, right, that refer business to us, guys, they make more on referrals than a lot of the companies pay you guys as realtors for referring them to people and customers. So collaboration over competition. Okay? Brokers can partner with home service pros, entrepreneurs, and salespeople in all 50 states. And it's also estimated that nearly 1 million global companies cater to homeowners. Guys, that's a aha moment right there. That's a nugget. That's a tip. That's a clue. And even though I deal with professionals all around the world and I collaborate with people all around the world in different industries, I targeted this industry for that specific reason. Okay? Anytime you have an industry where 150 unique industries and sub-industries cater to that actual category, that's where you focus, right? That's where you have no scarcity when you do business. You're not worried about competition. But when you can collaborate, guys, it gives you the unfair advantage. It gives you the edge, right? Now, look at all the people you can partner with instead of competing against. Even people in your same category. Guys, I'm telling you right now, we have people from EXP Realty that have recruited people from LPT. We have people from Remax that have recruited people from Century 21, right? And so, again, now they get a chance to work together and put things in place. I actually have brand new agents, that have joined companies and they haven't sold a house yet, but they've started collaborating with the other agents in that office, right? So now they're kind of becoming the broker, but in a different space. It's an amazing situation, guys, when you can do business with people who are like-minded, right? So when we talk about the collaboration, we talk about enhancing your brand and giving you more value based on who you're connected to. As your new business portfolio, what that's going to do is going to put you right next to our residential and commercial solar companies. And when you look at that's one of the fastest growing segments of business right now, and people are really concerned about the rising cost of energy. And so when you help them do that, guys, you're going to earn somewhere between $6,000 to $10,000 as a commission. Okay. Now, when it comes to the commercial side, you're going to somewhere between $40,000 to $100,000 in a commission. Okay. When you look at water filtration, to be exact, last year, $8.4 billion was generated in the water filtration industry. Guys, we partnered with the company that brought water filtration to alkaline water filtration to North America 30 years ago. Our machines are more valuable, half the cost as the leading sales company out there. And then the commissions, guys, while they're paying their people anywhere from $200 to $400 per deal, we're paying our people 1,000 to 2,000. Okay. Now, build our roofing and commercial sales company, guys. That's where a lot of the explosive money is coming in, and especially if you are living in areas where you keep a hurricane in your back pocket, like Houston, or you're in an area like St. Louis or Dallas, where you have the what do you call the hailstorms and things like they come all the time, or Tornado Alley over in Oklahoma. Guys, when we find homes that need to be replaced, the roofs need to be replaced, as you're making $2,000 to $4,000 per roof on a home, and you're making 30 to 45,000 on average. Now, when it comes to commercial, as we have people who have made up to and over $100,000 per deal based on how big the commercial roof was. Okay? And then when it comes to security, ADT Brinks have been around forever. And Ripple right now is a new kid on the block. We're launching that endeavor sometime this month. And the Ripple security system, guys, it's a portable military grade security. So you can take it anywhere you're going to stay. So if you have say I have a wife, my wife goes from Houston to Miami on a girls trip or something, and her Airbnb should be secured by Ripple. If I had a daughter that was in a university, her dormitory room should be secured by Ripple, especially with the rising attacks that are on the females on college campuses and in their dorm rooms. Okay? And so you can take it wherever you want. Okay? And if anyone from outside of the dwelling opens a window, external window, or opens an external door, it goes off. Okay? And they can't turn it off. Unlike ADT and Brinks, they can trip those. Now, wealth creation. This is one that when I say the CEO has a huge heart, he really cares about people and how much money they make. He's put together a smart money club, and it's pure education personified and access to resources and experts that can help them from anything from personal credit, corporate credit, business entity structuring, right? Insurance, life insurance, whole life insurance, IULs, where you can actually become your own bank. Anything and everything when it comes to money and educating. We want to make sure we take your economic IQ and increase it, right? And then what we have coming also in addition to that is something that you'll have access to, and that's called Build Academy, where the future money is going to be in a position where now a person can have education on blockchain, DeFi, DePIN, AI, forex trading, and all those things, fintech, all those things that people are going to need to learn. They'll have access to that education here, right? And then you have Aventi Travel. The Aventi Travel Vacation Club is one of my favorites because I travel a lot. I always have, always will. And, I've always traveled at a discount. Yeah, I've never paid full price, to go anywhere. And you shouldn't either. We have the deepest discounts in the industry when it comes to hotels and resorts. We have very nice curated trips that you want to go somewhere like Greece, Rome, Italy, Jamaica, Bahamas, wherever it is you want to go. Australia, guys, we have a lot of locations, thousands of locations that you can actually choose from as a curated trip that has a special pricing. But the caveat to this one that I love and people all around the world are going to love is that on your anniversary every year, you get a free 4 to 5 star vacation stay in over 3,000 locations, and that's for free every year. So again, treat yourself, guys, when it comes to business. So this is our lifestyle and benefits bonus. Both of these things are a part of our membership package. So your perpetual profit center with more than 10 different streams of income here. Now, when it comes to how we make the money and how we keep it simple, 3 steps to 4 figures, right? Step one, peak a person's interest. Okay, we're going to give you a very simple script that when you call your past clients, okay, I'll repeat that. When you call your past clients, so when you call your past clients, that means that you're not spending money on lead generation. You're not spending money on social media experts and influencers. You're not spending money, on marketing and advertising and manpower and all this other stuff. You're just calling your past clients, right? You call them, pique their interest, give them the script, benefit and the benefits that we give you, right? You get the bill. Let's just say it's for solar. You get the bill, and then you turn around and give that bill to the expert and set the appointment for the expert to educate and empower your homeowner. In this example, they educate them to the point where they make a buying decision. When they make that buying decision, guess what? You're going to get a 4-figure commission. Now, this is an example. Okay, one of the realtors that we have with EXP Realty out of Florida, we gave him the script. He made the phone calls. He brought someone to the table. In this example here, that was paying $410 a month before solar, $290 a month after solar. Right now, the unique thing about that, and the amazing thing about that, is that homeowner now don't have 2 bills. They have 1 bill. They swap the big bill for the smaller one. And that smaller one is locked in, never to increase and one day to go away. So eventually, whether they take and pay it off in term or they pay it off early, they'll own the system that powers the energy in their home, just like they will own the home and the roof it sits on. Ownership is everything, guys. So on the other side, and some of you guys probably didn't hear a word I said because you were looking at that $8,000 commission, right? And so that $8,000 commission is split in two. Okay, so that EXP realtor who did 1, 2, and 3 steps, right, in less than 30 minutes, right, of a conversation with someone made $4,100. Right? The person who did all the work that educated the homeowner, that person paid $4,100 as well. It's a win-win situation. So you see, the expert didn't have to do any marketing either. Okay, you brought the expert, a resource that, and they work with that resource, and both of you actually won. Now, here's our 5 hours a week equals 6 figures a year. And I say 5 hours, guys, but most of you guys have tremendous relationships with your past clients. And so it may take you 2 or 3 hours a week, 30 minutes a day, just to make some phone calls to your past clients. Either way, looking at 2 to 5 appointments per week, right? Which means that you're doing anywhere from 8 to 20 appointments that you set. Out of those, based on people who are not credit worthy or people who are listening to other people making bad decisions, we'll get you at least 3 deals out of that, right? And that, I'm just saying, the floor, like the under promise and over deliver, right? Now, when that happens, remember, you're looking at $3,500 to $4,000 a deal. So you're over $10,000 a month. If you're over $10,000 a month, you're definitely over 6 figures a year. Okay. Now, look at where we're at right now. Just have a pause, if you will, and look at your business, brokerage right now as it's created and as it's set up. What do you have to do? Right? What do you have to invest? Okay? Who do you have to hire or partner with to add an additional 6 figure or multiple 6 figure income stream to what you're doing right now, to your income, to your wallet, to your bank account? Okay? And so that's the thing that has people running and falling into this business, because in a time where people need money the most, nobody is offering people opportunities like this with this type of simplicity and this type of seamless transition. When we call it plug and profit, guys, that's exactly what we mean, right? And so let me show you something here. We actually have a subscription model as well. So for those of you who are not like the people who just want to sell on a part-time basis, you want to build a sales force and you want to build a brokerage, what we've done is said this, guys, when you actually hit certain points in the company, the company's going to pay you certain amounts of money, per month, right? And so that's going to be a beautiful thing. So now you put yourself in a position like Amazon, which is one of the reasons why I came out of retirement to do this business. I was retired for over 3 years, guys, almost 4 years. But I saw what Jeff Bezos was doing. Okay. And I looked at the fact that the fastest growing segment of businesses in the United States of America and globally right now are subscription based businesses. And it was triggered by COVID. Guys, when COVID hit years ago, people who were sent home and sent home from companies that would close their doors. 30,000 companies in the U.S. closed their doors for good. Millions of people lost their jobs, which means that you had a lot of lives that were ruined, through COVID. Now, a lot of people, figured out, hey, this is a new niche. This is, in this disaster, we found a way to go out here and, make new streams of income. Okay. And so you look at companies like Zoom, subscriptions went through the roof. Companies like Fortnite for entertainment for kids went through the roof. Companies like Spotify, 239 million subscribers. HBO, 100 million subscribers. A lot of you figured out it was a lot easier to Netflix and chill, so much so that Netflix had 260 million subscribers, right? But the one that impressed me the most, the one that I really appreciated and admired the most was Amazon and what Jeff Bezos did. And this is the thing I want you to wrap your mind around right now as we wrap this thing up. Um, Jeff Bezos, has a platform that sells everything. And as you can see, guys, we have a platform that sells a lot of really good, solid, services, and we're going to continue to add on to that. But it doesn't matter what Jeff Bezos brings to that company; they bring companies on and take companies off. They have over 240 million subscribers at this moment. And they have 15 different subscriptions that you can subscribe to make sure that they're getting some money from you, some kind of way, shape, form, or fashion every month. Okay. He's a master of extraction. Right. And so uh, when you look at that 240 million subscribers, guys, Amazon Prime is a subscription. And guess what they sell? Customer service, customer satisfaction, right? That's what they sell with that subscription. Okay, we're not even talking about the other 14 subscriptions they have. So if you're looking at the people who are the wealthiest people in the world, and again, you're learning from the people who are the wealthiest people in the world, guys, do what they do, but do it on your level. Okay. And so here, as you can see, when you get to executive 15, guys, and that's when you've built a book of business that's earning no less than $15,000 a month. And I can tell you when you're at that level, you're earning somewhere between 25 to $30,000 a month with overrides, matching bonuses, and other things that are happening within your brokerage and sales force. But we at that point in time as a company will sit you down at a table with the contract that says now you own this book of business and everything that it becomes going forward. It is now in a position where you can leave it and will it to your heirs. Okay, and again, that's important. One of the things that I do, when it comes to subscription based companies, and I want you guys to get this. Okay, everything that I made money on after I built my subscription based companies I actually monetized myself. It was a way that I crowdfunded other endeavors, other investments that I would go on to do. I didn't have to have a partner, right? I didn't have to sell parts of shares or anything that I owned, and that's the thing I want you to see, guys. Like I have a goal right now of buying uh, both of my sons, at least 1 to 2 self storage units because again they function on their own. You don't need anybody to run it basically, but that's something that are producing yield revenue for them for the rest of their lives. But guess what I'm gonna do it with? I'm gonna do it with this. Okay. And so I don't know why you're here and what you would use your money for, but I just know this that we can help anybody and everybody get to where they want to be because this is the true economic equalizer. Okay. So cash flow to ownership here. You heard me say it once. I'm gonna say it again just to make sure that you get it in your spirit. Build is only cash flow collaboration model designed where when you plug in your resources, we do 100% of the work and you get 100% of your commissions and bonuses. Okay. Every broker can own the book of business that we help you create. Okay. Now, you want to ask yourself these questions here. What did you like best about what you saw? Okay. How can you see this benefiting your company? Okay. And why would you do business and collaborate with us? That's the thing that I really would like to know. Uh, what is it that, if you didn't do business with us, that you would actually resent or regret? Okay. So those are the things I want you to ask yourself. Those are for you. Now, what we do, as you coming in, we want to make sure we plug you in and make sure you profit right away. We're going to help you launch your brokerage and onboarding guys. It's at this moment, the partnership fee, the brokerage fee is $199. And we have it there because we want it at a position that people can afford across the board right now. We want to people to come on in right now. First movers advantage. That number is going to go up to 499 within the next 30 to 45 days. Okay. After that, guys, guess what? At the end of the year, it's going to go up to 999. Okay. And so right now, we have to make sure that we fund our processes and everything that we have in place to make sure we support you guys. But those of you who are coming in now, you are grandfathered in at 199 going forward. And oh, by the way, I'm quite sure that each and every last one of you see $999 worth of value here. So you know that you're getting way more than what 999 will allow you. But again, savings is the new earnings. So by getting in now, it's like you're earning $800, right? By keeping it in your household. So launching your business requires you understanding what it is you have your hands on. So you'll have a launch consultation with your senior partner. He'll set up your partner portal so you can track all your transactions, access your credentials and exclusive educations with trainings from people like Grant Cardone, Danny Pesci, Chris Hart, and all of our elite leaders. Access your support and chat communities that keep you updated and with everything that's going on in real time. And those are also the communities that we use to continue to cultivate your sales force and your brokerage in your absence. Okay. So the collaborate with for and pay no more, guys. This is the thing right now. The $99 a month that you, as far as your broker fee is concerned, to keep you supported, keep your systems running, and keep everything intact for you. It's a you refer four people to our collaboration program, guys. We wipe out your $99 a month. So now you have a free business that you're running. Okay, so we want to continue to make it very valuable for you to do business with us. Okay, you want to get qualified. And that's real simple. You're going to take the in-house certification, which requires you watching a couple of 2 and 3 minute videos. And each one of those videos has a 3 to 4, let's just say multiple choice answers. So you can't fail the test. You miss it, you just go back and watch the video again and answer it. You know the answer at this point. But we do that because we want to make sure you have some kind of working knowledge, to know what we're offering at least. Okay? Learn how to add leads to the system, download the customer benefits that you're going to give to your clients without having to know how to present anything to them. This is how we get you, out of the process, right? Then you're going to add your clients to our version of Go High Level. Okay. We're going to give you our $97 drip CRM for free. Okay. And at some point in time, it won't be free. Okay. In the future, we're going to have to start charging for that. Right. But you, again, because of first movers advantage, you get a chance to take full advantage of that. And then we're going to go over the script with you, and you'll only need one for your customer base. So, guys, that's what we do. That's who we are. That's the movement, that we've offering you today. And so, as we wrap up this conversation, I want to bring Ken back to the line so he can say goodbye. That's it. That's all for me, guys.
Yeah, pretty much, Sam. I mean, again, I learned so much, man. The one thing that stuck out, you said savings is the new earnings. I was like, wow, you catch something every time. That was amazing. But yeah, I'm excited. Again, this is day 4, and I have a feeling we're gonna probably run this back again next week with some new people. Right? We're just gonna keep going, man. Keep grinding, and again, man, appreciate you with everything, and look forward to closing out today and opening up next week. And we're going to be here a minute, man. This thing is growing, as Sam said. They're going to keep adding more value. Can you imagine having a Amazon type experience, a Costco type experience where you can tap into business and just kind of pick what you see value in and leverage it, and also share with others, consumers, and clients as well, and empowering them at the same time. So I'm excited about it, Sam. Thanks so much for sharing this with me about a year ago, and sticking with me. And then when I was ready, you said, let's go. So
There you
thanks
go.
so much for this. And I look forward to what we go out here and do for
There you
sure.
go.
Y'all
And
have a
so,
great one.
and so, guys, right away, this is what you want to do. Get with Ken right away because you want to get yourself positioned. You want to make sure you get your own personal private strategy session. And that way we can make sure you know exactly what's required and what's expected of you and what you can expect from us. So with that being said, we'll see you guys at the top, see you guys at the bank. And because of Aventi, we'll see you guys on the beaches of the world. Bye bye for now.
Love it.
Recording stop.